Today, we talk about... You were saying...
Okay, I was saying it's funny because...
this is, by the way, this is episode... Fuck, what number?
It'll be 6.
I forget. I'll post it one. I think it's... No, I've done some since you left, dude. Yeah, it's not all about you.
Okay, well, it's episode 6 for me.
We got a special guest. Manny, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Manuel Isaacov. I'm from Forest Hills, Queens. I'm 17 years old, and yeah.
Don't say your age.
Pretty sick.
And please, Mom, send help.
So why are you here? Why don't you share us
Why
today?
am I here? I'm here to help out with the recording and anything I can help with.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Someone that's trying to help.
He's like, and can I leave?
The opposite of this guy.
Yeah, we were basically just saying, and we were talking about fashion this generation. I feel like it's coming back to like the 80s, where like fashion was so like exuberant and popular. Like for someone like your age, like kids wearing high school, like what Gotham looks like. Where that's popular now, which is really crazy.
I would say
because it's so loud.
Actually, it is.
Fashion
it has sold out multiple times.
Fashion is becoming so loud, I think, and I want to hear your thoughts because you're still in high school. I just feel like it's like it looks like the 80s again. Like the big pants, like it's going to look ridiculous in a few years.
So I want you to answer that question in this context. When we were kids, going to the same high school and all.
You're like 48.
So back then, Hollister and Abercrombie were like OD. That was just like what you wore to be cool. You don't see that shit anymore. Now, from what I hear, it's all about the Supreme and whatnot. But what are you seeing in high school?
I see a mix of Supreme and American Eagle jeans.
I heard that actually. American Eagle has been making I don't know if it's a comeback, but
I think 1 of every 3 women has a pair of American Eagle jeans.
really,
Isn't those light jeans?
Wash jeans, ripped jeans.
Yeah.
why American Eagle? Do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe America.
Give us your thoughts.
Maybe America.
I think those light jeans look good. They make girls' butts look good.
I think
Yeah,
Abercrombie.
but why does it have to be that brand? You know.
Because I mean, if you look at their competitors like Abercrombie and Fitch, Hollister.
Do you know anyone that still goes to those stores? Not really,
No,
right?
not at all. I think they since they were in similar markets, they kind of like fucked each other. So now
Now they have a baby.
They're horrible. No, their business is done. I
Yeah.
think that American Eagle.
you
is gonna
swear
take
at this
over
age?
everything. Hope I can.
So
Are people still saying fuck?
for shoes, what are you seeing?
What am I seeing for shoes? Like common? I think Yeezys are taking over everything.
So take yourself out of your friend group or your close friends in general in high school throughout the locker room. What are you seeing? You seeing a lot of Yeezys?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you see in the locker room?
I noticed that.
That's a weird question.
Not the locker room, the
I
locker
know, I
room
know.
space. Yeah. What you
I don't
really
think you
seeing?
could ask me that question.
Yeah, but like, what are you? So a lot of Yeezys. Are you seeing a lot of same colorway Yeezys?
Yeah, the General East ones, the ones that they
That everyone can get, so everyone wears them. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have a question too because I know Yeezus, like all that stuff is like a lot of it's boilerplate. Like it tries to be fashionable and noticed, but are people trying to make their own mark and be like more loud with their fashion, or is everybody trying to do? Because like when I was in high school, right, like 18 years ago, I'm not that old, but like people like kind of want to all kind of look the same almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were slight differences, right? But like, are people trying to be like, loud like what he's wearing? Is that like?
Dude.
Well, no. I'm just saying. I'm curious.
Nowadays, you only notice people like that wear these types of things, and I don't really notice. I notice the people that wear the Yeezys, but they wear them in a nonchalant way. But I pay more attention to the people that dress flamboyant and
So what about
Creative.
for tees? What are you seeing mostly?
tees.
Because we would see a ton of Abercrombie, Hollister, but
Supreme.
outside of Supreme, are you seeing anything
Outside of
else?
Supreme,
Is everyone showing up every day with Supreme tees now?
often.
Aren't
Really?
they wicked expensive?
Shit. Not
Doesn't
all-
it just
not
say
all-
Supreme? Do
not
they have
all.
like other things?
That one
I
is
thought it was just the
expensive.
Supreme.
That one is
I mean,
expensive.
yeah, though now they're doing like shittier ones that they could release to the masses.
But
not
everyone's
just-
wearing them.
Yes.
Like every day you're seeing Supreme tees.
But is it a different style, or is it just the white
yeah,
one
there's
with the
different. There's
red
ones
labels?
with a plant on it. There's one
different
with,
colors, cool graphics.
I have the one with the taxi driver.
So is it
Robert
like
De Niro on it.
like old school like H&M tees?
I
Yeah,
think
but
everybody
not
has
H&M.
their own like essential H&M tees. I do.
Actually, yeah, you young folk enjoy the H&M, don't you?
Yeah. I thought H&M was gonna die, and I hope they die. Yeah, it's all with money.
Yeah, it's about
Fast
money. It's like
fashion.
$10. I used to
know.
love H&M when I was in high school.
Every third YouTube video is like,
Great.
best things to buy for your sneakers
It's
at
like
H&M.
$10 to go get like
I
a cool
know.
graphic tee.
I know, but I don't dig it.
Yeah.
I remember when my first H&M purchase was in Germany when I studied abroad. I was a junior in high school, and I came back and I wore pants that actually fit, and everybody called me a fag. Because it was like back in the day where people like their pants were like
Yeah, back in
falling
our
off
day,
their
there was no
asses.
fitted jeans. It was.
It was all baggy jeans.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was just.
I'm getting into that bag of jeans.
Dude,
didn't-
I called it. I said baggy jeans are coming
Yeah.
back. I literally did. I will show you.
Get it.
I'm gonna link the Facebook
Contrary.
post. I'm telling you, baggy jeans are coming back. They are. I
know
really
they're coming
believe
back.
it.
Check out
I
what
bought.
Vion is doing. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's coming back, dude.
Virgil's been doing a ton of
Yeah,
baggy
Virgil
shit,
is.
so-
What is, I don't know what the brand
I'm
is.
talking
but
like
it's
Walmart baggy
a
jeans.
brand.
Well, it's going to
Ones that
trickle.
really don't fit.
It'll
Wearing
trickle
boxers.
down. It'll
Look like
trickle
I just
down.
got out of
to
jail.
Walmart,
You know,
for
that's
sure.
where baggy jeans came from. Because guys couldn't wear belts in jail.
Did you guys see the Walmart commercial?
I kind of like that.
About sorry, the Walmart commercial
No, you did.
about the
You did the appropriate
the
response.
fashion stuff.
What? Sorry, go
No, I
ahead.
haven't.
I'm just basking in his bomb.
The dog liked it. The dog's like, baggy jeans are back, bitch.
I think Amazon and Walmart are like beefing out over the fashion market. Like they're doing a bunch of stuff where, well, Amazon is doing the thing where you pick the clothes that you want to buy and they send it over. You try it on. The things that you don't want, it's a cool little thing that they do with their box to make it easier to pack it away and send it out. And Walmart's doing the same thing. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I don't know
interesting to see
how.
where this
Yeah, I
goes.
don't know how.
I think no. I think that's the best way for men to shop, dude. I get so
Yeah.
much anxiety. I can't even go buy like a pair of pants.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do it all
Anxiety?
online. Yeah, because I get up there and like there's 15 people in line. Some woman named Karen
Isn't that
is
weird?
yelling at somebody trying to return things and like doing receipts. I was like, all right, I bought this thing 3 years ago.
I think that's
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's-
it's so like
I think that's
it's
becoming more
takes so
common.
much emotional effort.
Yeah.
To do it. Yeah, I just think I don't think
You
it's
also
the way
want
to
it
go.
to fit.
Yeah, that's why the box where you try it
Oh,
on
to try
and
and
then send it back.
Yeah.
What you want, what you don't
I
want.
still hate that shit, man. Like, I just get so annoyed shipping things back. It's like a hassle.
I can
So
tell
wanna
you,
get it done
keep everything you
the
buy.
right day. Yeah, dude. I love this outfit. Can't wait to do stand up in this. It's going to be real fun.
So I mentioned I'm a doctor.
All right, let's
Here
switch.
come all the red nose.
Yeah, let's switch gears here.
Hey,
Patch
it's Patch
Adams.
Adams. Ah, you beat me to it.
You mentioned something about you went to school in Germany. You studied abroad.
I studied abroad in Stuttgart for like a month in high school.
There's this girl who's she's a foreign exchange student.
Let's give her a shout
Oh my
out. No.
And I proposed to her today. I literally met her like
Prom pose?
3 days ago. It was cool. I had a painting, and then there was like a blank. The center of it was just like a white circle. So I decided to. They were doing this other project in class where they had to, you know, those the black
Yeah, I know.
like paper, and you scratch.
Oh, yeah, the black.
Yeah, the black.
You take a toothpick. It's like a black paper, and you take a toothpick and you scratch at it, and underneath the black temp page.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
Like, all right, so we were doing that in class. And, so I did
Wait,
the same
how old
thing.
are you? I was building a fort.
We're just messing.
Yeah,
So
no.
basically, yeah, it's fine. So basically, I wrote, "Would you go to the school ball with me in German?" And I wrote that underneath, and so she was scratching
Gave her
away
a
at it.
quarter?
What is
Yeah,
it,
with a quarter. And she was like,
"See Gates on ball."
Most du mir mit auf.
Oh, so will you go to the ball with
Yeah,
me? Is what
would
you're
you-
basically
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So she
So
was
not-
scratching
yeah,
on.
mine was more like, go to the ball with me. This isn't a choice. Here's the question.
Yeah. She was scratching on
Did
it.
she say
couldn't read
yes?
it. She said she'll let me know tomorrow. So probably denied. But it's fine. It's fine.
She's like, new number, who's this?
She's
I
like
mean-
texting the rest of her rotation, like, guys, you better step
Yeah.
up. One of
I'm going back to Germany.
She liked it though. It was cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Prom.
it works out for you.
Prom.
Did you go to prom?
Fuck no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I figured
why
you
not?
didn't.
I didn't go to a single school dance. I didn't do prom. I didn't do school pictures. I didn't go to graduation. I didn't do, none of that shit, man.
Why?
Because I was a loser.
I lost my virginity at prom night,
Nice.
16.
Nice.
I know, she was so excited. She's like, it's like a movie. And I was like,
We get it. American Pie was a good
I was
movie.
like, condoms are a waste of time.
Yeah, I don't know where to transition there.
Let's talk more about having sex with 16-year-olds.
Oh my.
Yes, let's do that. Why do you think I wore the bright colors? No.
I hope this isn't recording.
Yeah, right. Let's see. They can't get us from up here.
Yeah, 9/11 didn't happen.
You afraid of heights?
Yeah. Scared shitless.
Are you?
Yeah, but
Right
I climb
now?
a lot.
Have you looked down?
You climb?
Yeah, I
Rock climb?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, you asked me about that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I climb a lot.
What have you been filming, if anything, lately?
Filming? I've been filming myself, my friends, as we go out. Recently, speaking about, on the topic of climbing.
Prom night. When I felt that.
Sending it to college
From
fuck
the,
fest.
from the hotel part, yeah.
What?
What?
So you film yourself climbing?
The hotel
You
part?
actually do
What
like
is that?
climbing.
About
Wait,
where he lost his virginity when he was 16.
it wasn't a hotel. Jeez, it was like a back of a car.
Fuck.
No, wait, do you go climbing like, because I used to do a lot of Brooklyn
You gotta
boulders.
lean this way. a little
Sorry.
I used to do a lot of like Brooklyn boulders, like indoor climbing.
Okay.
So not bouldering is what I used to be into.
Yeah.
Do you actually go out like and do excursions?
Yeah, I urbex, urban explore with my friends. I climb.
That's what they call it? Urbex?
Yeah, urbex.
He won't remember that.
Sounds
Don't
like a
worry about it.
douchebag.
Sorry.
I've never heard it before. You're educating us on the ways of the youth.
So I climb. My school's under construction. It's under scaffolding, and me and my friend climbed to the top, like twice. One of them was really late, but
Oh yeah, you love to climb illegal shit, you told me.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, this is different than bouldering. This is vandalism.
I just something.
What are you,
about it.
Banksy?
Yeah, I love to shoot too. People. Oh, that one landed.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is
How
going
long have you
great.
been climbing for? Or
I had to stop. I had a medical condition.
what was it?
Erectile dysfunction. No, I had blood clots on my lungs and stuff, so I'm on blood thinners.
Okay.
Because I was in the hospital for a bit, and when you fall from bouldering, because I'm on the blood thinners, it could like, blow me
Yeah.
up or something.
Yeah.
Almost fall like dropping a bowl of pasta.
It'll cause you to lose your release.
yeah, no, it does suck because I was getting really into it. I did it for like a year and a half. It's a cool, like I said, I was just doing the bouldering stuff.
Why don't you just start rock climbing? You get harnessed down.
I didn't ever really like rock climbing. I like the bouldering more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought bouldering was a little more. I don't know. I liked like how you do the pass and stuff. Just the rock climbing in general with the harness. It didn't seem as much fun because I also liked kind of falling.
Yeah.
Too. Like it was like if you slip, it was kind of fun because it was like kind of a little bit of a rush.
Yeah, but you're also not that high.
You're like.
Wait, right now?
Stakes have never been higher.
12 feet high, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
like
padding,
22. Yeah, there's pads.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can fall, but
Yeah.
like you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you could like sprain an ankle or something.
Yeah, I saw this video of a girl falling and she dislocated her shoulder. She fell on it, it's popped out.
I mean, yeah,
Bush. Not good.
if you don't have like a controlled fall, but yeah, that's why I never really got back into it. But that's interesting that you climb illegal buildings. Did you take the elevator up here? Or?
He asked me to come sometimes, like, yo, we can get some dope shots. I'm like, I kind of need to stay alive for work.
Well, you shouldn't be texting 17-year-olds.
I would be so scared
I'd
to
crack
climb these towers.
Yeah, what's the highest
yeah,
you
this
go?
would be terrifying.
Highest?
Yeah.
Like
Any
10
of these
stories?
ring a bell?
No,
Oh,
hell
10
no.
stories. Jesus
Hell no.
Christ.
Sure, any of these ring a bell. Who the hell do you? I just see him over there.
I'm getting ready.
The Chrysler.
Getting a little chalk.
Did you ever see that movie? Actually, have you guys seen that movie, the one where the guy does a tightrope across the two towers?
Yeah.
Back in, what the hell is that called? That was cool.
World Trade Center.
No, the movie.
Oh, the real.
I know what they were
I was talking
called.
about the real thing. Yeah. No, there's a real guy who did it.
I know. They made a
Oh,
documentary
they made a
about
movie
it.
about it.
He
Oh.
literally, because he like snuck up and just did it.
Yeah.
There was there was nothing.
How do you get your pole up there?
He talked about it. I remember, but I forgot.
And we didn't go to the moon. Are kids big nowadays? 'Cause I know YouTube's so popular and like in your age. Are conspiracy theories big in your generation?
Oh, for
You
sure.
know any flat
I mean,
earthers?
at least for at least my community.
Well, you do now.
In my friend group, definitely 100%. Everybody thinks that there's someone else get them. They're suppressed or something along those lines.
Are you conspiracy theorists at all?
A little bit. Yeah.
Oh, which ones?
Kennedy. That was weird.
Well, yeah,
The
okay,
magic
so you
bullet.
can read.
I don't understand
But-
the appeal of like giving a shit about that.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you go down this rabbit hole and do figure it out. Now what? All
Yeah,
right,
what- you can-
close that chapter.
You know what? You start drinking because you're like, God damn it. I think and I do agree because I'm really into conspiracy theories, but I think it's not good for your mental health because as soon as you like understand something and you've done your research and you're like, okay, yeah, this was like fake. Because it's like, where do I go from here?
Yeah, what do you
You're
do
like,
with that?
Damn it, nobody's gonna listen to me.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a salary from it, a tax
Yeah.
break, nothing.
You introduce yourself to a
Tax
bad
break.
habit.
Yeah, it's the best I could come up with.
Yeah, but I think it's good for critical thinking and it helps people. I think conspiracy theories.
Opens up perspective.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think
that part's good for sure. But
and I think conspiracy theorists are usually quicker on their feet. They're open to other people's, like you said, perspective, which is just a good trait to have in
yeah,
general.
no, you should definitely stay open-minded, kids. What do kids talk about in the locker room? What do you?
So what do you see in the locker room?
Size or
Working out is on the come up.
working out?
Yeah,
What, like CrossFit kind of working out, or like bodybuilding
yeah.
again?
Huge, yoked.
Getting yoked?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like 20 years ago. Same thing. Dude, when I was in high school, that was all it was. What do you bench?
Yeah.
And then over the past like 15 years, it got back to like how many pull-ups can you do? And so that makes sense. People are
Yeah.
back to like, what do you bench? yeah.
I'm getting into calisthenics now. With my friend, some weighted calisthenics instead of just
Do
using.
they still do what they call that? Speedball in gym?
Dude, that was like only a
that?
Troy thing.
Damn it!
Dude, Troy was like the
Speedball.
speed. It was like
It's like a mix of football with soccer.
so it was football. It was football in a gymnasium. We actually had a big tournament at our high school too, which had a bunch of people. It was like pretty competitive. It's football, but as soon as you get touched, it's a change possession, and you can pass it forward or backward the whole time. So think of it like
It's like
like-
tag with a football.
yeah. And
you're
if
trying
you go to
grab
the other team's end zone, you score. That's basically what it is. But yeah, that was a very localized thing.
that was the
It
best
was a
shit
lot of
ever,
fun.
yeah.
I remember my
Handball-
senior year.
handball was really good
My
too.
senior year, we lost, and I like threw the ball into the stands. I was so fucking mad. I was such a little
Yeah, I
princess.
scored so many touchdowns. It felt
No, you
so
didn't.
good. Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh my god.
There's no film.
And I'm 42.
Do you play any sports?
Oh yeah.
How do they do sports in the city? Like, there's no
Okay,
fucking
well, I'm
real
interrupting
estate.
him.
I'm just saying.
How do we do sports?
Yeah, how do you do sports in the city?
It's
Hell,
so the weather is so annoying because once it gets cold, you don't have no will of practicing, and when you do practice, you practice in the cold, and it's horrible, and then you get sick.
But where would you practice?
We're from upstate New York, so yeah, we know.
Fields.
I mean, it's
If,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, what fields?
What
are you talking about?
Queens, you'll see
Oh, in
more.
Queens, okay.
A lot.
Well, even
What about-
around, even around
Yeah,
the Upper West Side's got a
Jerusalem.
bunch of fields and
Yeah, yeah.
stuff. He's only here 2 weeks out of the year, so
Dude, you gotta
he's
on
like, this is
vacation.
it.
you gotta come to Forest Hills. You gotta come to
Well,
Forest
no,
Hills.
Queens I can believe it because it's more suburby. But
Yeah.
like you know what I'm talking about. Like some of these schools here don't have access to like
No,
a
there's
football
a lot.
field.
Well,
Where do
yeah.
They
Manhattan
have to go to a
kids-
third
Yeah.
party.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what do
Like
Manhattan
private
kids do?
team.
They get bused to like a football field to practice every day?
Yeah,
Really?
basically.
Jesus Christ, that sounds horrible.
I
Actually,
mean,
it could
you
be
can
fun.
you can probably find ways around it, like
Plenty of locker rooms, am I right?
Have you seen these kids?
Yeah, Omar is gonna fucking love this because I have a friend who's convinced I'm a pedophile. So actually, I shouldn't even say he's convinced I'm a
I'm living proof.
No. I shouldn't say he's convinced. It's just he constantly made that a joke to the point where it's just now a running joke.
to the point where you're asking a
So now
7-year-old what he sees in the locker room.
and it's just I've done
Life
nothing.
imitates art.
I've done nothing to thwart it at all. So
What sports do you play? Besides for like vandalizing.
So rock climbing, bouldering, volleyball, soccer. I'm really good at Chinese handball. Do you play? You know what handball is?
Handball, yeah.
should stay in that position. I want to make sure you're still in frame. You guys keep talking.
I know handball, yes.
Handball, yeah. But I always thought it was a New York thing.
Wait, okay. So there's two different types of
There's
handballs. There's
European
European handball, yeah, and then there's the one where the Mexicans
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
smack a ball.
Whoa.
And I'm like, make my taco.
Yeah.
No, I just said that for
That's the handball I partake in.
So the actual one where you're just smacking the ball against the wall.
Yeah. It's really easy to play. Like all you need is a ball and a wall.
We used to actually play that upstate, but we called it wall ball.
Yeah.
It was a little different.
What were the rules?
You had to keep throwing it as hard as you can,
Okay.
and the person that threw it, if somebody caught it off the rebound,
Yeah.
they had to run and touch the wall before you spiked them with the ball.
That's called suicide. No, Pegasus.
Really?
Yeah, from what I know.
It's like, but it's like a handball. Though.
Yeah,
it's like a
handball.
small little, yeah.
That's
So
Pegasus.
basically, like if I throw it against the wall as hard as I can, if somebody tries to catch it
And
and they catch it,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the thrower has to run and touch the wall before they get pegged. And then if somebody drops it, then they have to run and touch the wall before they get pegged.
I got pegged in the neck one time. and-
Yeah, I mean it's a violent game.
Yeah, it's so violent. I was pegged like off the wall on my neck, like I was dirty. Like if you're too close to the wall, someone will try to like wall.
Yeah, because that was the strategy. You'd be
Yeah.
like close to the wall because if the thrower is far from the wall
Yeah.
and throws it, and you kind of catch it, then they got to run. So you just get to look at them and fucking
Yeah.
unload on them. Yeah.
Is that more popular than basketball in the city?
The
what
one
I've
we
heard.
Pegasus? No. What basketball?
No, wall ball.
No, but we were talking about different things. So there's
Oh,
the
okay.
wall ball that we used to call wall ball, that he's saying is called Pegasus in
Oh,
the city.
gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
And wall ball, what he's talking about,
Is
I don't like
handball.
you.
is hand is like
It's
North American handball, I guess.
You use your hand and you smack the ball.
You're playing tennis with your hand.
Yeah, tennis with your hand, and then the Chinese handball is where you hit it on the ground first, and then to the wall, which is easy.
Oh yeah, like bounce it.
Yeah, bounce it off.
So is
the
this
ground
something
to
you're
the
still
wall.
doing?
I did it like a couple days ago because my friend, I'm really competitive with him, and he said he thought that he'd be able to beat me because I was always better than him. So I'm really good at that game.
Why don't you film those?
And he played me. It was dark.
Because people can do things without it being on the internet.
I actually thought about it. A lot of things. A lot.
Well, I was gonna say because you want to be this videographer,
Yeah,
right?
but yeah, I
So-
have so many videos, so many on my
but
phone.
not of Pegasus.
Not of Pegasus.
Got
No.
it.
So you're really into YouTube? Like, is that where you put your stuff?
Yeah, YouTube is.
What kind of stuff do you film?
This kind of stuff. Not good.
Well, usually like, are you trying to be like like films or?
No, I don't really tell stories, but I tell, I show experience. So like whatever I'm doing with my friends, which is something dumb usually, we record it and try to put it out there. There was one video of me and my friends in the train station playing Truth or Dare, just Dare though. So we just asked each other to do
Jump.
things. We're in the train station.
Climb
so
this building.
My friend had gum. He spit it out, and then I dared my friend to pick the gum up and chew it.
Get the fuck
and
out of here.
then,
So what do you
all
do if
my
you
friends-
don't do it?
Nothing. We just peer pressure ourselves.
Yeah. So what if they don't do
Called pussy.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know, like just shamed and scolded, and
it?
then I
Well,
find something
definitely
else.
worth chewing the gum.
Yeah. It's
Don't want to be called a pussy.
100% just peer pressure. But yeah, it's fun because then you get to mess with the next person and
Oh, so you go in a circle or something?
yeah. It would sometimes
Do you
it's
do,
pretty
do
dumb.
you like are you big into like film and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I mean movies and that kind of stuff, or are you more like you said just kind of experience? You just want to like kind of document. Is your vision more you just want to kind of document real life experiences, or do you see yourself like actually making like a movie and being a cinematographer? Or
I
something?
actually thought about seriously thought about whether or not I want to become like a director or a producer or something like that because I picture how a film would be produced like, and I'd have my animation. Sorry. So like making YouTube videos, it's really hard because you gotta have that perspective of what the people are seeing and how they're seeing it and how they're interpreting what you're showing them.
Yeah, something he's still working on, but yeah.
I like my videos. We went over this. I think they're great. People don't like them. I don't give a shit. That's my own vision. I like them.
Don't care about anybody else's opinion
That's
but your own.
I know. That's why I don't want to still hang out with them. No, but so do you feel like you're like for films in general? Are you more passionate about cinematography or like this story? So it sounds like more cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your favorite genres or movies?
My favorite movie would be, I think one is Crocodile Dundee and Dead Poets Society.
Crocodile Dundee.
Dead Poets.
Wow,
Hey,
that's hilarious. I just never would have thought my favorite movie is You call this knife? Why do you like Crocodile Dundee so much?
It's in New York and it's so badass and it's such a classic character.
Yeah,
I love
that's
the clothes.
hilarious. I literally would have never thought anybody would say Crocodile Dundee is my favorite movie. No, I'm proud of you. Like, yeah, that's great, but that's hilarious.
what was the other movie?
Dead Poets Society.
Dead Post. I like that.
That's
movie.
Robin Williams, right?
I was
Yeah.
in tears, crying.
What are some other ones? What movies do you really like for the cinematography? Do you know what's the
Those
guy?
two are good for story, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're kind of, yeah. What's the guy?
Avatar.
Aronofsky. Do you like Aronofsky?
No, I don't know who that is.
What? He's from, hold on. Check, if you like cinematography, you should check out some of his stuff. He's from New York. He did, what's the big one?
I don't know.
The one with, they're all addicted to drugs. I think. The big one that he did, about the guys that are
Dude,
all doing drugs.
We have our phones. Or, I don't
Jesus
know.
Christ. No, it's huge. It has, what's her face? Oh my God, this is, okay. This is actually really annoying me.
Yeah, look it up. That's what we're here for.
David Aronofsky. Dude, you should definitely see this stuff. He did Earth. God damn, no, this is, hold on. I need to find this. 'Cause
That's right.
Hold on.
While you're looking it up.
Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You know you don't know Requiem for a Dream?
No.
Oh, dude. Watch that as soon as you can.
Yeah.
If you like cinematography and stuff, that's the most stylized movie I've ever seen.
You said
Def-
requisite for June?
Requiem for a
Requiem.
Dream. It's really depressing.
Requiem.
It's really sad. It's about a bunch of heroin addicts in New York in like the late 90s.
It's not all heroin though. It's wasn't the grandma on speed or some shit?
Yeah. And the grandma's on like speed, but it's the way it's filmed is so stylistic. You owe it to like watch that one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my favorite cinematography.
I like Kids a lot as well.
Kids
Oh,
is- yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah.
Why'd you watch that?
Why? So in 10th grade, my English teacher, we were talking about it in class, and then my classmate and my teacher had a little aside, and they were talking about how I'm not ready for it. So like, all right, I'm gonna go home and watch the movie. I was like, whoa, it was pretty intense.
Kids is an intense one. Requiem for a Dream is the most intense movie I've ever watched. Have you seen it?
Yeah, a long time ago. Kids as well. Actually, I watched Kids in preparation for making my Supreme video.
Dude, that ending of Requiem for a Dream, I just got goosebumps thinking about it. When she goes and she thinks she's gonna be on the show, the grandma,
Oh yeah.
and they're like, "You're insane." And then the guy when he gets his arm cut off, and because his girl's fucking the black dude.
Spoilers.
Yep.
You'll see it still. She's fucking the black drug dealer.
Yeah.
And remember, because he had his arm cut off, and he was in the hospital. And remember, because all the guys were around her, and they were like, "Come," because she was fucking the other chick with like the dildo to like get drugs. And she was talking to Jared Leto towards the end, and she was like, "What's her name?" Because he was like screaming her name when he woke up. And the nurse was like, she's gonna come. And she was like, she won't. Dude, it's really dark. Like, it's just like, okay.
I don't remember that part, but I will have to rewatch that.
Doesn't have you watched it?
Dark.
Why are you pulling?
Requiem for a Dream?
You can talk.
Wait, you've seen it, right? It feels like right up your alley.
Yeah.
That was a great
Well, I'm glad you
Yeah.
decided that was worth
Hey,
it.
what about the dog? Hey,
All right.
Fido.
Let's see. All right, so let's. What do you guys think? This is a half hour and 2 more topics, and we hit the road. Actually, what time is it?
4.
4.
Well,
Oh,
5, but
5.
in
Okay.
Iowa, probably 4.
So
Have you had any like disgusting New York experiences?
disgusting New York
Yeah.
experiences. Yeah, this guy. Am I right?
One time I was on the subway, and it was in Queens. This dude, homeless guy, kind of homeless, just looked like he was fucking drunk. It was like 3 p.m. He's wearing those short, like sweatpants shorts. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those weird
Jorts?
things. Yeah, but they were like sweatpants.
Oh, sweatband shorts. Okay.
But they were shorts. And he had like this big fucking sweater on. And all of a sudden he's like starts passing out and sleep. I mean, he just looks like a waste of life. And then all of a sudden, his dick flopped out, and it was the biggest dick anybody's seen. The thing almost went to his fucking knees.
Dope.
Everybody started cracking up. It was in Queens, but like on the E-trains. He was like, "Argh." And I was like, because everybody's like, okay, this is kind of hilarious because it's like such a ridiculously big dick. Dude, I'm not kidding. It was like that big. And it just flopped out of his sweatpants. So he's like,
You sure you weren't in a locker room?
yeah, he was 19. No, that was that, and what else? I mean, yeah, every day.
I can't think of a disgusting thing. I saw a couple dudes get arrested, but
I saw this one chick beat the shit out of another chick, and nobody did anything.
what's the most disgusting thing you've seen?
Saw someone overdose.
Well,
Like
died.
on the sidewalk? Shit.
Yeah.
How'd you know it was an overdose?
It was a needle.
He's like, I sold it to him.
Oh, there's a needle next to it.
That's my shit.
It's like I was on purpose. I fucking hated that guy.
Yeah, fentanyl. There you go.
Yeah, he was just like passed out, face down.
He just beat me in Pegasus. Fuck. God damn.
Do you like living in the city? Because you were born and raised in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
So do you like it? Like this area still?
The diversity of it is probably the best thing about it. Because, like, if I was born in Tennessee, I wouldn't even have the first clue of what I want to be until I'm like 30. But here I have.
Tell me about
I
it.
can sample everything because I'm in contact with all sorts of people.
You get access to everything.
Yeah.
How often would you come to Manhattan growing up, or even now?
Now, less than when I was growing up, but as I got more adventurous and I got more freedoms from my
When did your parents tell you, hey, you're
Yeah,
allowed to
just
ride?
interrupt,
Well, I'm
I didn't
asking
even know what
relevant
he said.
questions. When did your parents give you the go-ahead to be like, all right, you can ride the subway now?
So I wouldn't tell them if I rode the subway. I'd just be with friends, and then they'd go on the subway, and I'm like, I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about that. I was like, all right, I'm coming. And yeah, it started like that, and then one day my mom called me, and I told her I'm on the subway, and she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, it's I'm gonna lose contact, blah blah blah.
Do your parents work in Manhattan?
No, they work in Queens. And,
Oh, okay.
And,
So they don't come out here a lot
yeah.
either.
I never came out here a lot either because of I couldn't come here without them, and now I come here about like 4 times a week.
To Manhattan, you mean?
Yeah, to
Nice.
Manhattan.
Well, I think at his age, especially too, like I remember even going to downtown Troy, which is like almost
Exactly like
that. But like no, I mean when you're young, like the city's so exciting.
Of course. It's still
Like
exciting.
any kind of city's exciting.
Of course.
Like,
That's why we're here.
Well, because you could just go out and, yeah, like you said, you meet a lot of different people, and like when you're a younger age, it makes sense. Now, after being here, I've been in the city for about 10 years. I'm trying to get the hell out. I hate it because I'm married. I'm trying to buy a house, have kids. So like it just changes. It's completely different. Like it's an exciting place to be when you're young.
Young 42.
But I think I could not imagine trying to raise a kid here.
I would love it.
That's the reason Casey Neistat's leaving the city.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, he's
Who?
Casey
Yeah,
Neistat.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's 15.
No, he
He put that in a blog recently?
he agrees that this is no place to raise a child.
Really?
And
Huh. I'd have to
Queens
watch
could
it.
be a place to raise a kid.
Yeah.
Like Forest Hills, like your area. It's nice out there.
I don't know. I see strollers on the subway. You got these nice little schools. You
Dude,
got-
they hate their lives. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Having a kid in Manhattan right now, like, because they're freaking out all the time because they have the pressure of work. They have to make a certain amount to pay for their place that they're living in, and then also they have to like make sure their kid gets in the best school. They got to pay for the school because nobody's going to go to public school. They all want their kids to go to private schools. They want to get the best. There's so much stress that like you couldn't be able to relax. You're not going to be able to like, oh, I'll go take a walk.
yeah, it's. I think I think he's going to California, which makes sense.
Okay, well that's pot in the kettle.
I
From the frying pan into the fryer.
mean, like here, if it snows, like you can't do shit, and your kids are like, I want to go play, I want to do something, and there's no way to entertain them unless you go to the.
Do you know any kids that grew up in Manhattan?
Yeah, they're all douchebags.
Really?
Yeah, I could see that, dude. I mean, there's so much there's so much pressure to, like, if you want to live and work in Manhattan, unless you're like specialized like you are, like a doctor. I said it for him. But like, there's so much pressure where it's like, okay, am I gonna be laid off? And everybody, they got the golden handcuffs.
Yeah.
There's so much pressure. That's why people, there's so much
More
stress.
into it.
Yeah.
That's why the kids are.
Some
doing
people
this.
strive off it, but like
Yeah.
having a kid or something would just be like, I just feel like it'd be so tough.
Yeah.
And,
I'll
like
figure
your
it out.
stress will like the kid will pick up on it, and then he'll get like cranky and moody.
Yeah, and it'll be like,
Change
Dad's
his
never
behavior.
around, and when he
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
he's mad. And it'll be like, yeah, because Dad's like, okay, yeah, I have to make like $300,000 a year to even afford these diapers, you piece of shit. Like, it's just, yeah, it reminded me of a story that I heard once when I was in elementary school. You could probably relate, but yeah, but where somebody talked about how, if the dad is stressful at work, he comes home, he yells at the wife takes it out on the kid,
Yeah.
the kid takes it out on the dog. The dog's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Is this a bit?
Was that?
This dude's response to everything the last podcast was, my mom has AIDS. I was just like, all
I
right.
said it one time, and it was funny.
Are you worried about raising your children here? Or raising your children at all?
I mean, yes to both. Yeah. No, I mean, so I'm unemployed right now. I actually just got laid off. It sucked. I'm still getting paid severance. I just got laid off like 3 weeks ago. So this is my third week of not being employed. And it was a pretty lucrative position. But my prospects are good. But yeah, right now, because I saved up enough money, I'm trying to get the hell out of the city.
What happened?
Company's just going under.
Oh, okay.
One of those. It was a small company.
Okay.
Phone sex. No, it was a smaller firm. It wasn't working. I was there for like 4 years.
What do you do?
I did like tech sales for financial,
Okay.
like private equity, M&A.
Sure.
Yeah.
The usual.
Yeah, so like Pegasus. Yeah, I was a professional Pegasus player.
Lost my sponsor.
No, but I like it here, but it's such a fucking headache, man.
Yeah.
You had the best role, like I said, like we were talking about yesterday, because you get 2 weeks out of here and then 2 weeks back.
I mean,
I would love to live in Iowa.
it is nice to get the balance, but I do miss being here. But I guess that's why I miss it. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you get to come right back.
Yeah. So that is definitely a thing. But I hate like missing out on shit that you only get to do in the city. And it's like, I
What do you
get
do here?
sneaker stuff you hate,
Yeah.
the typical.
The creative people here are really cool because we talked about this numerous times. But even like even starting like doing stand-up comedy, just people you meet, the networks you make, like you really couldn't do that anywhere else.
Well, I have done it in Iowa, but there's just fewer of them.
Do you guys
Anyway.
familiar with round two?
What?
Are you guys
Round
familiar
two?
with
Yeah.
two?
Well, I am. No.
So it's a store that started off in a small town and they dominated their town and then they moved to bigger cities. So you were talking about being comics. So like that's an approach you might want to think about is like going to Iowa and becoming the best comic in the state and then coming to New York and
No.
Well, I kind of agree with him too because I think especially with social media and everything, the world's becoming much like flatter. Like in a sense where like 20 years ago, you would go to Iowa or somewhere like that and you couldn't get sushi. You were like, what the hell are you talking about? Raw fish? Mm-hmm. Now with Instagram and all this kind of stuff, pop-ups are happening in every little city.
Yeah, but
because the share of information is just so much easier.
Yeah, what you're saying, you're not wrong. It's just you definitely will get better here because there's just more opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa, it'll take you much longer to be the best comedian in Iowa, and being the best.
I'm already the best comedian.
Yeah, if you are the best comedian in Iowa, you got another thing coming when you get out here. But like he's saying too, with the internet, anyone can pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Drake blew up from Canada.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, yeah, I could go to Iowa and be like, okay, I'm gonna do like an Indian Mexican fusion restaurant,
Sure.
and then people will be like, don't come,
Yeah.
because that's
there needs
one of
to
the
be
first
this
things. Yeah,
fanciness.
yeah, I know. One of the first things people talk about though, whenever they come to New York, are so annoying. They're like, there's so much variety of food. It's like, who gives a shit?
Well, it's not a variety. It's like, oh shit, you guys have food here available after 9 p.m. What?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is one thing I would miss
So
if I ever
annoying.
left the city. 'Cause
Especially
I'm
if
a night out.
oh my god, if I get out of work late, it's game over. Taco Bell again tonight. It's like, oh
Yeah.
come on. Nothing wrong with Taco Bell.
So she doesn't cook.
It's a deli for me. There's not much open in Queens.
Actually, yeah, you guys.
Forest Hills is.
Delis, just
Yeah.
delis.
Yeah.
Delis and delis.
I'm not. a huge
Forest Hills is a
deli guy.
nice place, though. I mean, it's just it's very, like you said, suburbish.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
But it's not even suburbish.
Kind of is. Definitely compared to this.
Yeah, but I mean, when you compare it to like suburbs, I mean, people are still living on top of each other.
Yeah,
Forest Hills.
true.
It's so diverse. It's not.
That is Queens for you.
Yeah, that's Queens. That's why I love Queens. I'm the tallest one in the subway, and I don't know what the hell people are saying.
This is a bit.
that is actually a bit that I'm working on. Where I'm like, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's great. I'm the tallest guy on the train. I can see over everybody.
Let's
then
say-
you go to Brooklyn and people are dunking on me.
Let's segue that into our final topic, which is stand-up comedy. All right. So here's the plan, man.
bit?
Yeah.
You're gonna be following us around, using the camera.
Man. Neat.
Ooh, hey. You think about getting on stage today?
Continue.
All right, maybe.
Yeah, you should just do one. You should just do one tonight.
He's busy tonight. He's filming us.
Yeah,
So
okay, well, we could film him. Like, just do it, dude. You gotta pop the cherry.
Thank you.
You just gotta pop the cherry. Just go up there. Dude, the hardest part is just being under the lights for the first time.
I have nothing to say.
It doesn't matter.
yeah, you got a
You
few
just go
hours
up
to
there.
think
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Make some noises up there.
I'll give you my jokes, and I'll see which ones land. And I'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna do that one.
That'd be hilarious if all of them did well with him because they're like, yeah, oh wait, they just started laughing because I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll pick out a few spots. You want to pull up freemics.com right now, actually, and we'll look over them. So freemics.com is like this
I'll just
website.
keep ignoring Jordan's calls and pull free.
What's that?
Sponsorship?
No, it's not a sponsorship. It's a
No, it's sponsorship.
free mics.
What's
It
it,
just
Wednesday?
what is it? It compiles all the open mics around the city, and then you can decide based on the times and locations where you want to go. So we're gonna look for like a what 5:30, 6ish o'clock one.
Yeah.
I would say let's do a few in Brooklyn and Queens that we've never been to before.
I really don't want to go to the boroughs.
Well, where do you want to go?
Okay. Grizzly Pear has one at 5:45. McDougal.
Sure, we could do that.
All right, we'll do that one.
What about Otis's?
Odyssey?
Otis's?
Oh,
Autos?
Autos?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all.
that happened at 3.
Yeah.
It's for like unemployed people.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sure. There's one at 6:30. Lisa's having one at Phoenix Bar at 6:30.
Oh, that's right, but we're gonna get up dumb late, so we'll
Well,
just
we're
go
going
to Phoenix
tomorrow. We're going tomorrow.
Yeah.
There, because we know the guy hosting. No, there's a bunch. The Duplex, Christopher Street at 7.
Christopher Street. Where's Christopher Street?
It's West Village. It's right by McDougal.
Oh, okay.
So we could do that one.
Yeah, it's Bop Bop, and
Bop
then maybe one last one, depending on how we feel, how you're doing, how the batteries are doing.
Yeah,
Change the
we could do
batteries.
one at Metropolitan Avenue in Queens. Nope.
I would like to do one in the boroughs, just because we never go out there.
we
so-
could go to. That's close to my place,
Which one?
the Metropolitan one,
Okay.
and that's at 9.
Dope. Let's do that.
Okay.
We can grab a New York slice along the way for the
I
document
just fed.
for dinner. Yeah. So the idea is you're gonna follow us around.
Okay.
I will say something. He'll call me stupid in a funny way. You'll get that all on camera.
Okay.
You know,
I'm gonna say it.
Dude, it's really windy outside.
is it?
Yeah, really.
It's
Oh, wow.
super windy.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Oh,
crazy
well.
today.
Oh well.
I know. I should have brought a jacket. Oh, my
Audio.
jacket here.
Audio.
No, we don't need.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he just needs to film the set.
Oh, what? Idiot.
He just
What?
needs to film the set. Who cares? It's not gonna be windy in the.
No, for the documentary, he's gonna be following us in the streets, what we say, what we do. Oh, hey, you want to head to this thing next, and blah blah blah. Like you gotta. This is what he was talking about earlier. Like
All right, you want to play FIFA? We can just
when
do
you
that.
make a YouTube video, you have to be thinking.
Do you play video
what
games?
is the audience thinking?
What are the biggest video games people talk about now?
No, dude, we're not done with this topic yet. Let's
I like Apex.
wait, time out, and then we
You do?
No, hold on. Before we get to video games, yeah. So your plans is just following us around, getting the B-roll shots, sidewalk walking, bumping into each other, grabbing a bite, filming the sets, in between banter, and then that's pretty much it, man. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Anything you want to add to the game plan?
Yeah. So Apex.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a
So-
fun game?
Yeah.
Hold on. One final thing is.
It's like Fortnite, or is it more fun?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Better.
I just downloaded Fortnite and that shit is so fucking annoying. I
Yeah,
can't-
Fortnite looks retarded. I don't get how people do that game.
But no, one last thing with the comedy thing. We're gonna have you film the sets with the phones, so we can maximize how much you use this outside of
Yeah.
the venues. Got it?
So B-roll on phones and.
Everything we do outside of the actual on-stage
Yep.
portion, use this.
By the way, my
Any
mother has
questions?
AIDS.
Any other questions that you have about that whole process?
So this in the venues.
He's like, so.
I think he's
I
got
have to go home. He's like, my mom just called.
All right, let's end
I'm
on this
grounded.
video games topic. You were asking him about something? Oh, he's over it now.
I'm over it.
So yeah, you were saying Apex Legends?
Apex is the only game you play?
Apex. I like games that you don't like can't really fly.
Or talk to other people. I used to play Madden all the time in high school. Me and my friends would play like hours and hours of Madden.
Sports games.
Well, because also back then there wasn't the idea of like playing on like the internet.
Mm.
It was all like you had to just be there.
I played a lot of internet games actually, but like they're like for like one player.
Like FIFA?
Wait, like what? Strategy?
No, just like I use this site called Game Fudge. So like developers would make games. And you're up there just on your computer. Yeah.
What percentage of your high school people that you know watch Twitch streamers for gaming?
It's not that common. I don't think.
Really?
Do people still like get together and like have like
Discord is
games
more
for it?
common.
Do people still have
Discord is the Silk Road part 2.
Do people still like get together and like have like just like play games with each other, or is it that not common anymore?
You don't need that.
I know you don't need it, but do people do it?
Yeah, if I'm hanging out with my friends and we have nothing to do, and it's
Like 2K or
kind
something.
of cold outside, play Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
fighting games, yeah.
Is FIFA a big one? No?
He's just trying to get in touch
I don't
with
like
Twitch.
soccer.
He's like, all right, I'll drop that channel.
I'd like to play sports in real life on a screen.
Well,
Body.
maybe not just. So,
Okay,
have you met me? What? Not just you specifically though, but because all you see on the memes on Instagram are 2K memes, FIFA memes. I don't see FIFA memes, but Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite's a big one, but I don't see any of those. But I fucking hate that game.
It looks so retarded.
I
I
get
don't know what's
killed
going
all
on
the time.
I tried to watch it and I was like, wait, what are they doing? It's like build shit and
You
stuff.
gotta
like, the whole
build.
time.
I don't even build.
Yeah, I'm like, no wonder Koreans are good at this. I suck at this shit. Let me know what to shoot.
International house.
Yeah, let me know how to score. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Jesus. Yeah, no, it's definitely not good.
Goal, that's all I want. You gotta put the put the ball in the net.
I do enjoy beating him, bodying him in
Yeah.
FIFA. That's
Restart, man.
Rage quits are word.
Have you ever broken a controller?
No, thank God.
Yes.
They're kind of
No, I
expensive.
haven't. I haven't.
Have you?
No. Actually, yes.
What?
3 times.
Doing
It was
what?
like accidental.
Sure, no. Wait, yeah, 3 times.
I just dropped him.
Do you work? Do you have a
Because-
job?
Yeah, I do real estate appraisal. I work at my uncle's restaurant.
I'm talking to Jared Kushner over here. He's like, I climbed the building. He's like, all right, yeah, this is solid. This is a great one.
Scaffolding.
Yeah, this will hold.
We just dangle right here. Okay, over here.
This will pass inspection.
What's your uncle do?
My uncle owns a restaurant in Forest Hills.
Okay.
Yeah, and I resell clothes.
Resell clothes.
I
Nice.
resell, yeah.
Oh wow, you're like hustling.
Try.
So you're in high school though. You're 17. Does that affect fuck with your studies? Are you a good student?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm a good student. Not the best, but I'm pretty good. Last year my job affected me more because I was more full time, and now I'm working part time at the restaurant, which really freed up a lot of time.
Waiter, or are you being like a bar back or like
Busboy.
clean dish busboy?
Yeah, best busboy that place has ever seen. Go to Jay Eatery and Lounge.
Oh yeah, you want to plug your stuff?
No, that's not my stuff, but I don't
He's like, I would love to clean your dishes. I would love it if you showed up and I could just watch your shit.
Do you get tips?
Yeah.
No.
What do you pull in like a week
One
for all
time.
these jobs?
I don't know. Sometimes I don't work in a week. The thing about it that I love so much is that I'm flexible because like my uncle owns it, so I can be like, I want to come in. Like, all right. And then the real estate appraisal, there's not always jobs, and it's private, so it's just me and this other woman. So I get to negotiate with her.
Run shit.
My job description is I'm the office manager, and it's just me. So
That's a pretty good thing to have in the resume.
Yeah.
Office manager.
More than I was doing at 17.
A cool
Yeah. So I mean, would you say like last year though, with all these things, like 400 a week, 400 or 500?
Yeah, depends.
17 I was working at Goodwill and Burger King.
I
I got
got
fired
my-
from Goodwill for stealing.
One time I made I acquired $800 over 3 days,
Nice.
which is cool. Yeah,
God was like, I literally just made that in the podcast.
I just shit. I piss on $800. Did you see my view?
That's why I tipped the cabbie.
Fuck that. Wipe your ass with that.
dog too long.
I actually got rejected from getting a job at Target. So that was my work experience in high
Did
school.
you wear that?
No. I wish I did. I might have got the job. No, it was a paper application, but they were just like, nothing. Never heard. Actually, Hollister, funny we were talking, to bring this full circle, Hollister,
Has a lot of locker room.
Love changing your
a girl came up to me at Hollister one day. I was there with Jeremy. And,
This is like the best day of his life. You can already tell. I see it.
yeah. And she's like, "Oh, have you ever thought about working at Hollister?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, cheaper clothes." But then they never called me. So
Luke worked at Hollister. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I feel like I
He was
remember.
a Hollister model. That's what they
Piece of
put. That's what they
shit.
say. You're a model.
Oh,
even if
yeah.
you're just selling clothes. You're just standing there like, so hey ladies, you guys doing okay? Okay, what's your number? What's the owner's number here?
Yeah, is he pulling a lot of tail doing that?
Luke?
Yeah.
That guy, he's disgusting. He has like 15 V cards, my younger brother. It's
Oh, that's
disgusting.
right. Yeah.
I have one. He's got like 15. He's like, dude, it's great. Like, when you fuck him, there's no pressure. I was like, yeah, but you're kind of a scumbag. I was like, it's pretty scumbag. I used to just go to Hollister's and spray the cologne on me.
I still have their clothes.
It's not. It was good.
I prefer Abercrombie's
Well, they had
cologne.
the free sample, so I just go.
Oh,
and
the
like,
free sample.
No,
No,
what's up, babe? And she'd be like, okay, you don't work here.
yeah, I don't know if you're a big cologne guy or not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is anybody a big cologne guy?
So, I don't-
Yeah, the collectors.
Have you met any Arabs?
Yeah, here we go. You know we invented the fragrance.
But no, I don't
I
wear.
live in Persia.
Yeah, I don't wear cologne often. I might put some on today, but maybe my all-time favorite is fucking Abercrombie Fierce. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, that shit smells so good. Actually, I'm gonna have you guys sniff it real
I
quick.
still use the Sean John one called Unforgivable. And I feel weird whenever I put it on because it just says Unforgivable on the bottle. Like, what did I do?
What is the black true?
Yeah, that was a bit. Yeah, Black by Giorgio Armani. I have a porn bit. You'll see it later.
Whoa.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of the punch. Black by Giorgio Armani.
Is that a porn star?
That's a porn website.
Wait, Giorgio Armani?
No, it doesn't. I say, so the whole bit is basically like me being like, I don't like professional porn because it's too, everybody's too perfect. So it feels like a cologne commercial at the end.
Okay.
I'm like, what is this, Black by Giorgio Armani? And I'm like, and I hate amateur porn because I'm like, wow, people are really fucking good at sex. This is pissing me off even worse.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Abercrombie Fierce, but
Are kids into porn in high school?
Of course.
But like hardcore? I feel like it's a taboo would be
That's
gone.
actually really good.
right? Don't.
That's not bad.
Oh god.
Disgusting.
Oh wait.
Wait, are kids really into porn in high school still?
It's weed, porn, and video games.
But I feel like porn, because there's not a taboo about porn.
Brought to you by Fierce.
Well, us growing up, there was always a taboo about porn, and like most of like when I was in high school, I had dial-up, so I'd be with like pictures. I had to wait 20 minutes to see a set of tits
Okay.
or a huge dick. And then, but nowadays, like it's instant access from whenever the fuck you want on your
Yeah,
phone.
do the kids talk about porn a lot?
Well, I mean-
me and my friends are actually doing NoFap because like we read a lot about it.
What?
I literally said this in our last podcast how the younger generation is being super conservative nowadays and trying to like limit
After
their
them,
habits.
boys in the comment section, get them.
I literally fucking said that in one of our podcasts. I'm saying I was like the younger
Bad
generation.
for you.
Yeah, it
Bad
is.
for your brain. It desensitizes you.
I fucking
Based
call
on
everything.
It destroys the mind to body
Yes.
connection.
Who
Yeah,
said?
So,
Who told
so
you
like
this?
once you watch some crazy shit and
Who
you're used
told
to
you this?
watching this crazy shit, then like
Yeah, so watching, I think the watching portion could be destructive
Yeah.
to some extent, but
Yeah.
what makes, oh, is that the angle you're approaching it
Yeah.
from?
It's
So,
pornography,
can you
yeah.
fap without
can I? No.
it? Not you specifically, but like, in this no fap
He's like in the
movement,
locker room.
in this no fap movement, are you boys in
I
general,
think-
like, being like, alright, we are only jerking off, but without
Why
any
would
porn?
they? Why would they?
Because you can do it without porn.
I mean, then you. That sounds like a loser that can't get a girl.
No, dude. I literally said this. I said the younger generation, kids in high school now, are trying to all cut off from porn because they see it as.
You did
I
not
have.
say
We
porn.
literally talked about this. Yeah, but I said degeneracy in general. People are trying to like
Become
younger
more
kids
conservative.
are conservative
You said
and
that.
trying to like control themselves. And I think that is because like their parents and stuff are like, oh yeah, no,
Porn is great.
Yeah, watch 6 dudes bang this chick.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you're
sure,
like, yeah, this is normal.
I'm sure every parent has.
They don't
has
say that, but like
We
people
have
were
to look
like,
out for ourselves.
yeah.
That has nothing to do with
Maybe
your parents.
it'll
What are
work
you talking about?
No, because it's been allowed for like the younger generation, and then the younger generation.
Allowed.
What I talk about in the podcast, they always rebel against their parents. That's why you have conservatism, liberalism,
I
keep
don't
switching.
think this has anything to do with parents, but
No, I think it does because because kids always want to rebel against their parents.
Yeah.
So the parents are.
so are
If
you?
the parents are bringing kids up to be like, no, like.
Don't watch porn.
No, it's parent. No, but that's not what they're doing. They're like, yeah, watch porn. Like, every.
parents don't-
every
I love that
it's not
face.
watch
I mean, that's
porn,
my mom.
But I mean, they're very set. Parents nowadays, in general, are
Depends on
more
the culture.
sexual. Depends on the culture.
You
But
know
our
parents
sex
that have
is
told
over.
their kids to watch
Not
porn?
watch porn, but they'll be like, they'll talk about it in a different way. They won't be like, don't watch porn, don't have sex before you're married. They won't do it like that. They'll just be more like, yeah, you know, these are natural feelings, blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying that that's why kids now, like, why he's doing NoFap, is because kids are like, you know what, maybe I don't want to be like this. Because people always rebel
Is that
against
why?
their parents.
That, and I'm fearful of the
Health?
the path it'll lead.
It'll lead to.
Yeah, it's just like over indulgence.
Yeah, our generation, because we're a generation separated from him. I know you're 48, so I'm a generation. But no, our generation is very much about like quick fixes, do drugs. But we were raised on like rap music, like a very different kind of culture.
That's multiple different
That's us.
generations, though.
Yeah, you guys are too, but you guys are rebelling against it. You can see it in the voting trends of like
Hip-hop
younger
is
people.
bigger
the way
than
they
it's
hear
ever
But
been.
yeah,
No
hip hop
offense.
is different now. Hip hop is different. I would
Yeah,
say
exactly.
it's
Hip
the
hop's
same.
different now because hip hop now. I'm saying like the hip hop that of like the 2000s, where it was like, yo, fuck bitches, get money, do coke
Yeah,
off her tits. Now it's like, yo, think about like income inequality, yo.
Yeah.
Like no, but it is.
That
It's
was
much
always
different.
there. There's always been messages.
There's
in hip-hop.
been some, but
Yeah.
like their hits were always like, yo, fuck bitches, get money.
Yeah, but to be fair, music is constantly evolving, so.
I'm not talking about only music. I'm talking about culture and the way kids are raised.
Well, that's always constantly evolving, too.
You guys can't keep up with my brain. I don't know. But
It's
you
all
know
about
what I'm
getting
saying?
money shit. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah, and dude, the fact that he's talking about doing NoFap at 17, dude, 17 me, I couldn't keep my hands off it.
Wait, so do you guys keep each other in check, like Seinfeld? Or?
I mean, respectively. Yeah, respectively. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, do you guys live stream it or do you have a link?
We brag about our days sometimes. My friend is like 80 days straight.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you guys, like,
80 fucking days he hasn't come?
Yeah.
That's insane.
his wet dreams must
I think my furthest has been like 5 days in my life.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
See, that's what I don't want to do.
Well, I'm also married, so.
I mean,
But no, dude, if I go over 5 days, I get fucking really pissy.
try 6.
More of this.
And then next week try 7. And then the week after try 8. And then keep pushing the bar.
Listen to the kid.
He's like, put diapers on.
All right, let's cut it up there, man. This has been fruitful.
It's been a morning.
Yeah, how long has this been? Oh, wow, pretty much an hour. Yeah, any final thoughts, my man?
Or does he want to push it?
That's what I'm saying.
Follow me on Instagram, Weird Sundays, and follow my friend Gupli. Buy his clothes, and yeah.
All right, I'll link the ish in the description. Final thoughts?
Same guy. It's good to see everybody again. I can't wait to see the comments. Oh, my 17-year-old has sex with a lot of women. Yeah, great. That sounds super helpful.
How many bodies does your kid have?
Oh, yeah, my 16-year-old just had an abortion. This was offensive.
All right, guys, I appreciate you guys lasting this long. Get it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
We'll see you on the next episode.